So here you have just a regular photo of oil and water. And you see that the oil does not mix with the water. And so you can say that the oil is of the water, meaning it's within the water, but it's also without the water. So it's with the water and it's without the water. So it's in the water, but without water. And that can be kind of confusing because you can say of, meaning with and without. I want to look real quick at the first few words of the preamble for the Constitution of the United States, where it says, "We, the people of the United States." So when it talks about the people of the United States, it's not talking about part of America. Even though the United States is in America, it's separate from America. It's in the states, but it's separate from the states. The United States are the federal lands inside the states, and also the seat of government at Washington, D.C. So even though these lands are in America, they're separate from America in that they are called United States. So they're like an agency working for America, and the agency is called United States. And certain people are on those federal lands. So when you go to drive by any military post, you'll see that there's a fence around it. And this fence indicates the fact that you're not allowed on that land. You can't just walk in anytime you want to walk in because the barbed wire at the top is facing out. When I was in boot camp, we had a female disappear, and she was a recruit. So when they went to look for her, the company commander had asked if anyone had seen her, and nobody had seen her. And so the company commander mentioned to us that there's a fence around the post, but it's not to keep the military in, it's to keep the civilians out. And that's why the barbed wire at the top of the fence is pointing out. It's to keep you out. So those military posts are in America, but separate from America, because they're under the seat of government, under the authority of the seat of government. Now, if we talk about jurisdiction, which is power and authority, the power to make the laws and to regulate the military, they do that on the federal lands and without the state, because it's of, meaning it's in, but it's without. Okay? So the United States is sort of a separate entity from America, but we see here that it works for the United States of America. In the preamble, the last sentence, it says, "We the people of the United States do all these things for the United States of America." And they were given some lands to do those things. And those lands are of the United States, meaning they're in America, but they're not, they're like separate. They're without America, but everything they do is for the United States of America. That's tranquility, justice, defense, general welfare, liberty, etc. So everything they do is supposed to be for us, but without us. Within our lands, but without us. Meaning they have their own lands to do their own thing, inside our lands, and they're commonly referred to as islands in the state. You've probably never heard this before because it's something that's talked about only really among the military or people who are really looking at jurisdiction. So attorneys and judges, they would know this, and they would know about jurisdiction. They would know about the islands in the states. And so these are also called federal states, and those federal states are given the name of the state that it's in. So Virginia is called Virginia. But when Virginia gives up some lands to be without Virginia and within the United States, meaning under the authority of the federal government, they then call it State of Virginia. And those are the lands ceded to the federal government for federal purposes where a legal state is created. A state, a military state under the seat of government, United States. Okay, so if you have any questions, post them in the comments. Please like, share, and subscribe. And try to talk to somebody, just one person, this weekend or this week or whenever you can, about freedom, sovereignty, liberty, and independence.